So this question too is somewhat formed. I notice some places in my life and in the lives of the people I surround myself with where desire is complete and I have nothing in the way of it. And then I notice some places where I'm in the way of it. And I could ask the question,
would you rather have a complete desire or an incomplete desire?
I think until this moment I thought that I wanted a complete desire. But I think an incomplete desire.
Because it is the moving forward, it is the coming into alignment. In other words, when you are an eternal being, you are eternally incomplete.
Yes.
And sometimes humans think, well, but I can move from desire to desire to desire, so I'll get it done, and then I'll get it done again, and then I'll get it done again. And we say, well, that's one way of looking at it, but still, it's on your way, on your way, on your way. Yeah. And when you give in to that, there's something so satisfying about the eternal incompletion, because it means eternal expansion, and therefore the potential even more joy and more, which is really the mantra of the universe.
Mm-hmm. So I'll ask this. So when I find myself stuck from this place of, oh wow, having an incomplete desire is a beautiful thing.
Well, let's look at it this way. If incomplete desire is something that you accept, then the word stuck doesn't exist in your vocabulary.
Got it.
Stuck is only the byproduct of the flawed premise of completion. Right? But it does feel fun. It feels better to be in motion.
Yeah.
But we really want you to stay there just for a moment and feel the dissolving of stuckness in the giving in to the idea of never being complete. Can't you just feel it sort of fall away? Mm-hmm. It's sort of like saying, you can't fire me, I quit. It's like saying, I can't be stuck because I'm never done. It's like giving yourself the benefit of knowledge.
And I feel there's something else here, and I don't know what it is.
Well, you started to say something, and we interrupted you. You were on your way to it. Can you go back to that? Well, what the feeling of stuck is awareness of desire and no current knowledge of what to do. In other words, the feeling of stuck has to do with applying the idea of action.
Yeah.
So when I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, or the things I'm trying to do aren't working.
Yeah.
So when you take it out of the action conversation and you make it an energy conversation, then energy is never stuck. Energy is always in motion. So you're flowing with it or you're not, but energy is always in motion. So there really is no such thing as stuck. There's just dragging your feet, a little resistance to the energy. So what causes the logjam to break is the energy gets moving fast enough that the resistance can't hold it, or the resistance gets slighter. Now we're really onto something. We haven't said this in this way before, but think about any log jam in any river.
Yeah.
Can't you imagine a log jam? The beavers have been busy, and they've built a dam to obstruct the water. But then let's say there's a flash flood. Does the beaver dam really stop it, or does the faster moving water carry it in anyway? So the feeling of stuckness isn't relevant if the stream is moving fast, because the faster moving stream overcomes the stuckness. So there's two ways to overcome the stuckness. either get the stream moving faster or release, unclog it by releasing the resistance.
Right.
And just by the nature of living life, those things are happening all the time. Most people don't realize it, but they try to get the stream moving faster by flailing about in what they don't want. And what happens is, when you approach it by talking about what you want, when you apply more emphasis, we're really onto something really good here. When you try harder in the moment of feeling stuck, so you ramp up the energy, you shoot off more rockets, you cause the stream to move faster, you also dig in and build a stronger dam. Yeah. So what happens is, there just becomes more tension. The pulling is more, but the not going is more, and the pulling is more, and the not going is more. Right. And that's why we've been demonstrating, we've been taking the law of attraction affirmation cards, or any affirmation card, and sort of mimicking you when you're outside, when you don't have enough money, what it feels like to read the card that says, I can be or do or have anything that I want, and you just want to chew the card up into little pieces and spit it out somewhere. Right. Because it just is amplifying your stuckness rather than amplifying your release of resistance. And so what we've been talking about in all the hours that we've been together on this seminar cruise, and where we intend to add more emphasis in the days that are before us, if instead of applying effort to the equation, you apply non-effort. Instead of applying more thinking to the equation, you apply less thinking. In other words, by the deconstructing, by the bringing down, by the backing off from the specifics, what happens is you release the resistance, which is the same as releasing the stuckness, and then the natural rhythm of energy that you already have going pulls you through.